When you're born, you're imprinted with energy. From the numbers you're born to the astrology you're born. When you're born, you're imprinted with energy. Now, just to give some basics of how this works, the rat is enemies with the horse. That is why Kobe and Shaq did not like each other. One was a rat, one was a horse. You say you can't predict things. The horse enemy is the rat. Kobe died in 2020, a rat year. So again, enemy signs. Next enemy sign combination.
But you didn't predict him to die.
Hold on. Let me finish. You had your sign. Let me say it now. Next enemy sign combination is the ox and the goat. Ox's personalities are strong arms. They're straight dictators. How do you know this? Look at the people who are oxes throughout history. Napoleon, Saddam, Hitler. They were all oxes, and ox's enemy year is the goat. So let's talk about what happened. Saddam, born 1937, year of the ox. First Gulf War, 1991. You know that. You're a military guy. Second Gulf War, 2003. Both goat years, his enemy sign. Fact.
Circular argument.
Hitler was born.
Conclusion is included in the premise.
Hitler was born 1889, year of the ox. He lost Stalingrad. He lost Kursk in 1943. War over. That's it. His enemy year. That's examples over and over. America founded 1776, year of the monkey. Last year, America's economy was not too good. Why? Because it's the year of the tiger.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Tiger and monkey are enemy signs. Last year, who became a star? Who became the star last year? Your boy, the tiger, Tate. And when it happened?
He's a cobra.
2000. No, I'm the fucking cobra.
Yeah.
He's the fucking tiger. Okay. He is born in 1986, the year of the tiger, and he became famous in 2022, the year of the tiger. Guess what? I told him what happened on the phone call in 2019.
I would argue it was way before that.
I would also argue that the Gulf War started in 1990, not 1991. You got that one wrong.
Wait. When did they invade?
They invaded in 1990.
No, they invaded in 1991.
Okay, they invaded in August 2nd, 1990 is when they invaded in the first Gulf War.
No. What was it? 1991.
91? No,
91. Something would happen in 91.
Okay. Well, they did not invade in 1990. 1991. So anyway, the point I'm making is you do this thing where you just keep throwing these numbers out.
I'm giving you examples, historic examples. I'm not even close to done. How about Joseph Stalin? Joseph Stalin, outstanding. Joseph Stalin, born in the year of the tiger. He dies in 1953. In 1956, the year of the monkey, the enemy of the tiger. They have de-Stalification when Khrushchev says this guy was horrible.
Well, why was he born during a different time than Hitler and those other people? Why was Stalin born at a different time when he's also a goat? He should be a dictator.
No, he's not a goat.
No, my point is, but he's acted like a goat. But he acted like a goat.
No,
did you see?
No.
How did? Wait a second. Didn't he just say oxes? Didn't he just say the oxes? Didn't he just say the oxes were those three people? Joseph Stalin is more of an example of a dictator than those three. Joseph Stalin literally tortured
He's the biggest murderer other than Mao Zedong.
Yeah, correct. But the thing is,
who's a snake like me and you?
But the problem is, Joseph Stalin was a bigger dictator than those other people, and he wasn't an ox.
Most dictators are oxes.
But he wasn't an ox.
Most dictators are oxes.
How do you want to
Hitler,
science?
Saddam.
How is this a science?
How is that not fact? I'm giving you the biggest names out there.
Charles Smith, Muammar Gaddafi. Let's go through Pol Pot. These people were not oxes.
Muammar Gaddafi was a revolutionary. He was not a fucking dictator. He was a revolutionary.
Muammar Gaddafi was not a.
He was spreading revolution throughout Africa.
Was he a tiger or an ox?
He was a horse. He was a revolutionary.
But this just doesn't fit at all. He was also a dictator, bro. Like
I was waiting for a tiger.
It's crazy, man.
But what he did was way different. He didn't murder his people like Saddam.
He murdered a lot of his people.
Not his own. He murdered people in Sudan. He murdered people in other countries. He didn't actually try to genocide his own people. Now, I personally think Gaddafi was a good guy.
Okay.
But he was a horse.
Yes.
What was his number?
11. Charismatic leader, like most of the leaders, like Hosni Mubarak.
How was his number 11?
He's born 6/7, 1942, 6/7/1942, adds up to 29,
You have an
29/11.
eidetic memory.
What's that?
Eidetic memory. Well, I don't know that.
Photographic memory.
Yeah,
No,
photographic would be
no.
different. I think there's a different word for remembering numbers. But Garrick Sandoval asked, how do you explain people's moods change when Mercury's in Gatorade?
I don't do that shit. Talk to the fucking bitches about that garbage. I don't do that. Okay? Listen, I'm not fucking out here fucking giving matchmaking advice while I've been fucking divorced 3 times. That's those fucking bitches do that. I have been to the same woman for freaking 20 years. And I'm going to tell you guys out there something. I married my girl when I was broke. These red pill guys over here, and again, no offense, this is what the red pill community does.
I was broke too.
Okay, this is what these red pill communities guys tell you. They say, go out there, get rich, and then get your woman. Wrong, because all you're going to find is a freaking gold digger. That's a straight up fact. You need to find your woman when you're young, when you're broke, so you guys can grow together and bond together. And one more thing. Don't fuck around with American women.
I really don't have any problem with this, but I think there's a second solution, which is when you meet a woman and you're wealthy, just don't let her know you're wealthy. There's another way to do that.
So you're going to lie to her?
No, I just don't let her know that I'm wealthy. Like I just don't.
So you're going to lie to her?
No, I don't lie. I don't let her see how big my shits are either. It doesn't mean I'm lying to her. It's just a part of my life I don't let her see. That's it. So what I do, well, usually when I meet a girl, I wear black T-shirts and fucking Apple watches, and I drive my Lexus. I don't let her see that I'm wealthy. That's one of the things that I did. Now it's a little harder now because I have a big show, but like beforehand, it was very easy. I just never let women know how much money I made, and that actually helped a lot. But that's a different. I don't disagree with what you're saying, by the way, about money screwing people up.
The fact of the matter is, I am married for 20 years because I picked my bride based on numerology and astrology.
Okay.
How did that work? Tell me the science.
No,
what was the process?
No problem.
Is there a process?
I am born in the year of the snake. Mm-hmm. People who are born in the year of the snake are extremely jealous people. That's a fact. You're a jealous person.
No, not at all. Okay, quite the opposite.
You can say whatever you want.
Quite the opposite.
Snakes tend to be very jealous and very vindictive. If someone crosses them, they're gonna fucking go after them. And by the way, psychology, when people do this, they're lying. So he just did that. So when it comes down to it, fact out. That's body language psychology.
Again, total hokum. Body language psychology.
When you touch your nose, you're lying, bro.
Bro, I have allergies. Number one.
Okay. You just had an allergy right after you said that.
I have allergies. Okay. I'll literally show you my doctor's report. I go to an allergist once a week. Number one. Number two, the whole body language thing has been completely thrown out of court. It is total hokum. It is total hokum. None of it is true. There's no one tell for any person. Even poker players will tell you this. The tell for guy A is different than the tell for guy B because there's no universal way to tell.
I'm going to trust you, not CIA agents and SB agents. Okay, whatever you
CIA agents do not tell you that they can do that. CIA agents do not tell you that they can always tell when someone's lying. They can
not always.
They can tell when someone's lying under duress for certain. But the other thing that they have is when they can tell people are lying is they have information, external information to be able to tell this. 100%. I'm not a jealous person. Every girl you'll tell to will tell you 100%. Okay. They're like, I wish Michael was more jealous. Number two, there are people who have literally defamed me, and I say nothing about them. I'm not the least vindictive person you'll ever find. The problem is, I live in the real world, and there'll be multiple hundreds of people that will attest to what I'm saying. What you're saying, maybe it's true, but it's definitely not true about me, which is further to my point. Okay. It is not an exact science because it's not a science at all. That's the thing. I can find exceptions to every single thing that you're talking about.
Let's go through you, and you tell me if I'm wrong or right about you.
Sure.
Okay. You're born on the 5th. People who are born on the 5th all travel quite a bit in life. Is that true about you?
Not anymore. I think. But
no, I didn't. Not anymore. I said if it was true
when
in your life.
When I was in the military, I was forced to travel. Okay. Yeah, I hate travel.
You've had plenty of hoes on the team, correct?
Yeah, I mean, in my life, yeah.
So when it comes down to it, people born in the 5th.
I don't call them hoes.
Or whatever you want to call them. People born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd are extremely good looking, and people of the opposite sex like to spend their time with them. Is that true with you?
It certainly wasn't true until I was like maybe 35.
When it happened, doesn't matter.
I think that would count if it mattered. What if I died before the age of 35? Then this whole thing doesn't matter.
You didn't though.
Yeah, but the point, like, it's just ridiculous. Like by the way, you're right. But the reason why people would want to spend more time with me is because I chose to take changes in my life. I took personal accountability. At no point did I consult with an astrologer. I went to the gym. I went to the gym and did this. I went to the gym. I was the one who created and founded an 8-figure business. I did this. It wasn't because of any number anyone told me. And for the vast majority of my life, no women liked me at all. So I don't agree with that.
So you didn't have women on your team?
Not until maybe 10 years ago.
I got a question.
That's a majority.
He's making a reading. Let him finish. Keep going.
2019, did you have an off year?
No, it was the best year of my life. That was the most money I've ever made in my life was in 2019.
2007.
That was the second most money I've ever made in my life.
2007.
In 2007,
okay.
Yeah.
So here's what basically happens. When you're in your enemy year and you start making money in your enemy year, bad things happen as a result. So the money you made in 2019, which is your enemy year, by the way, the pig is the enemy of the snake. You have to watch out because the money you made, the stuff you invest that in is going to come back to you and it's going to haunt you. That's how this game works. So you have to understand when to do things and when not to. It's extremely important to understand. For instance, enemy signs. You never want to sleep with a girl who's your enemy sign because what's going to happen is you're going to have unwanted babies. And by the way, you're going to be the most attracted to your enemy sign. For instance, people who are born in the year of the snake, their enemy sign is the pig. That's who they're going to be the most attracted to. People who are born in the year of the rat are going to be the most attracted to rat. Horses.
Wouldn't the snake be the enemy of everybody?
Yeah, for sure. Like most mammals,
This is comedy. You shouldn't be talking shit about snakes because you're a snake. And by the way, you live in Las Vegas, which was founded in 1905, a snake year. You flourished here. Also, let's talk about the people in the past who flourished in Las Vegas. Mr. Wynn. Mr. Wynn's born in the snake year. In 1989, he basically re-evolutionized Las Vegas. 1989 is a snake year because that's when Mirage was built. Let's go even further. Howard Hughes.
He had the golden nugget before that.
1989 is when the Vegas revolution on the Strip started with the Mirage. With the Mirage. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're not even arguing.
1980 is when Caesar's Palace was rebuilt. Also, you could say it's way
Mirage. It was Mirage.
Mirage is Mirage is like the 10th best.
When it opened, it was the gold mine. 1989, and that's why I'm basically trying to tell you.
In 89. The Mirage did.
Yes, the Wynn opened.
The Mirage is like the Wynn opened. Mirage is a mid-tier.
The Wynn opened on the 28th, and it's the best grossing hotel in Vegas because it was founded on the 28th. Why don't you guys look on Wikipedia and see it yourself? So here's the point. Here's the point when it comes down to it. Sam Rothstein, the guy who was in Casino, they made a movie about him.
Sure.
He was also born in your snake, just like Howard Hughes. And Floyd Money Mayweather, the reason he lives in Vegas is because he's born 1977, the year of the snake, and this is a snake city. So you guys can say all the mumbo jumbo you want, but the fact of the matter is,
saying mumbo jumbo.
Works.
Okay.